Chicago Sky have decided to fire Reese Witherspoon. In the words of Vince McMahon, "You're fired!"
The Chicago Sky are spiraling, and at the heart of the disaster stands Angel Reese. She's dominant on paper, but explosive in reality. Amid locker room chaos, a coach's firing, and now a looming suspension, Reese is facing the harshest criticism of her career.
Players that got drafted above, and it was nothing against their rookies that got drafted, but they were like, I wish we were teammates. I wish.
Chicago ended 2024 with a dismal 1-3-2-7 record and parted ways with coach Teresa Weatherspoon after just one season. League insiders pointed to a locker room divided by favoritism toward Angel Reese and a few others leading to her losing the locker room.
Reese, did she just run a coach out of town, and is she running a player out of town? Their best shooter?
Reese burst onto the scene as a record-breaking force, setting the WNBA single-season rebounding mark and maintaining a historic double-double streak through summer 2024. But off-court, her brash public persona split opinion and fueled claims she prioritized hype over team unity.
Town? Because Kennedy Carter looks like she's ready to book it out of
Fast forward to summer 2025, Reese leads the WNBA with 7 technical fouls in 22 games. One more, and she's out for a game under league rules. In her return from injury, she played tough, but couldn't hold back, earning another technical after an off-camera spat with officials.
Mabry, she's already flown the coop on this team, and it was quote-unquote because of culture. Well, what happened?
New coach Tyler Marsh arrived in November 2024, promising a culture reset built on discipline and unity, calling for Reese and Kamilla Cardoso to become more versatile contributors. Chicago Sun-Times. But whispers of favoritism remained, and veteran members like Kennedy Carter and Marina Mabry, who left citing culture concerns, suggested deeper fractures.
Culture. Who torched the culture? Who's selfish on the team that would cause the culture to mess that? Oh.
Contrast this with the Indiana Fever, a team transformed under strong leadership, centered around Caitlin Clark. Their cohesive team-first mentality and deep roster harmony are the gold standard in the league.
The press conference, he talked about Angel Reese, he talked about Cardoso, who I think is going to be a star.
Despite her stellar averages, 13.8 PPG, 12.5 rebounds, 3.7 assists, Reese's impact is wavering as the Sky hit 7-1-4 and struggle mightily without her in the lineup. Marsh admits she is central to Chicago's night-to-night competitiveness, but warns she must control her temper to keep playing.
In the WNBA, but he did not really mention Kennedy Carter at all, and that raised a lot of...
Enter Stephen A. Smith, who used Reese's meltdown as proof. Talent isn't enough without professionalism. He contrasted her volatility with Clark's poise, reminding everyone that mistakes cost reputations and production.
Reese is now quoted as saying, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we're watching women's back.
With one technical away from a mandatory one-game suspension and no sign of slowing emotional outbursts, Reese's place in the Sky has never been more precarious. The team's future may hinge less on her production and more on stability she can't yet offer.
Ball is not just because of one person. She refuses to say Caitlin Clark's name. It's because of me too, and I want you.
What's your take? Can Angel Reese turn this around, or is she already on a path to be remembered as a cautionary tale? How much does her volatility cost the Sky? Exit the comments below and subscribe if you want no-filter WNBA reporting.
Sky franchise has been an absolute dumpster fire since winning the WNBA championship in 2021.
The Chicago Sky are collapsing under their own weight, losing locker rooms, losing coaches, and now losing control. Enter Angel Reese, dominant on paper but at war with her team. After another meltdown, she's facing suspension, and Stephen A. Smith just dropped a reality bomb.
Through some of the names that have left. James Wade, who was the coach and GM, left in the middle of the season last year to go to the
The season ended with a record of 13-27, and coach Teresa Weatherspoon shown the door. A team once champion in 2021 was now barely holding together.
Emma Messman, Courtney Vandersloot, Allie Quigley. Clea Copper was traded. Azura Stevens.
Angel Reese arrived with promise declaring her intent to lift women's basketball and averaging 16 ppg with 10.6 rebounds per game. But her presence quickly turned polarizing as teammates like Kamilla Cardoso and Shindy Carter reportedly felt overshadowed.
And then this year, after drafting Cardoso and Reese, they were competing for a playoff spot and traded Marina Mabrey, their veteran, before the Olympics.
July 24th, late game in Washington. Game tied. Trump's coaching staff hands Reese a clipboard. She violently slaps it away. No apology, just a tone-deaf tweet full of emojis and excuses.
Blue Sky coach Tyler Marsh was asked about whether he sees Kennedy Carter in the big part of what he's doing in the future during an appearance on the Athletic women's basketball show.
Fans didn't just react, they revolted. Hashtags like Reese Meltdown and WNBA accountability spread fast. Former teammates and veterans began speaking openly, claiming Reese's attitude split the locker room.
She's a great player. She was a huge catalyst to what last year's team was able to do and accomplish. And obviously, she's slated to be a free agent.
Stephen A. Smith, never one to mince words, called Reese outlive, telling her, "Stay in your lane." He contrasted her behavior with Caitlin Clark, who quietly leads the league in impact.
Because thus far has been on players who we know are under contract this coming year, and that's where the communication has been.
Caitlin Clark isn't just leading in numbers, she's leading the league out of obscurity. With triple-doubles, record-breaking viewership, and unwavering composure, she's the antithesis of the instability Reese embodies.
But wonder, is that what happened here? Is Angel Reese and the way she wants to play, and I don't know if you've ever...
This incident isn't just about one player, it's a reckoning for the WNBA's values. Can the league tolerate drama when stars like Clark are carrying it forward? Stephen A. warns, production over spectacle.
Notice her social media posts, but she's very me, always. Me.
Angel Reese is reportedly one technical foul away from automatic suspension, leaving her season and possibly her career in jeopardy. The question now, can she rebuild? Or will her legacy forever be defined by outbursts and controversy?
Wetherspoon had lost the locker room because of a culture that catered to the needs of a few players. Dear Lord.
What do you think? Should Angel Reese get another chance? Or is it time for the Sky to move on? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And subscribe if you want the real story behind WNBA drama. In what can only be described as a dramatic unraveling of the Chicago Sky's locker room dynamics, Angel Reese has once again found herself in the center of a WNBA firestorm, this time facing the harshest consequence yet, a team-imposed suspension. The chaos erupted following a series of internal blow-ups and public outbursts that culminated in what insiders are calling a full-on locker room meltdown. According to multiple team sources and insider leaks, tensions had been simmering for weeks as Reese's off-court antics, provocative social media posts, questionable interviews, and ongoing feuds with rival players like Caitlin Clark began to overshadow her actual performance on the court. The breaking point reportedly came after a heated post-game exchange between Reese and coaching staff, where she allegedly challenged the authority of coach Teresa Weatherspoon in front of teammates, sparking immediate disciplinary action. Things took an even wilder turn when Reese stormed off the court during a closed-door practice session, later going on Instagram Live to claim she was being targeted and disrespected, indirectly blaming her teammates and even taking subtle jabs at the Sky organization itself. The fallout was swift. Within 48 hours, the Chicago Sky released an official statement announcing her suspension for conduct detrimental to the team, though they declined to elaborate on specifics. Behind the scenes, analysts say the team had already grown weary of Reese's unpredictable behavior, citing past instances where she prioritized her personal brand and controversial fashion statements over discipline and team chemistry. This suspension not only sends a loud message to Reese, but also signals deeper turmoil inside the Sky's locker room, where other rookies like Kamilla Cardoso are quietly trying to build their professional identities without drama. Meanwhile, comparisons to Caitlin Clark have grown even more brutal as the Indiana Fever star continues to climb in league rankings and sponsorships by focusing solely on her game. With public pressure mounting and analysts questioning whether Reese can rebound from this latest debacle, fans and critics alike are asking, has Angel Reese's WNBA dream turned into a full-blown PR disaster? Or is this the turning point where she either humbles herself and reforms, or fades into a cautionary tale of wasted potential? The next few weeks could determine not just her season, but her legacy.